Ukanafun, Urowonam Federal Constituency in Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, this morning I have motion of urgent public importance that borders on the appointments of commissioners into Federal Character Commission. That commission has been running for years now without commissioners. Mr. Speaker, on this note, I would like to move the relevant rules of the House be suspended to enable me take this motion. I so move. A call on the federal government to appoint 37 commissioners into Federal Character Commission to aid effective delivery of its mandates. The House notes that the Federal Character Commission is one of the MDAs of federal government with the responsibility to promote, monitor, and enforce compliance with the principles of the proportional sharing of bureaucratic, economic, media, and political posts at all levels of government. Further away, that the Federal Character Commission came into operation and has the full force of law by the act of this National Assembly on the 27th December 1995. Away further, that the Federal Character Commission has been up and doing in carrying on its basic responsibilities since creation, till recently, when there was a drastic reduction in the number of commissioners available for the effective operation of the commissions representing the interests of each state of the Federation. Worried that the last commissioner standing from independent finding is the acting chairman of the commission, which will bow out of office in April this year, having reached the end of his tenure in office as allowed by the law. Notes that the particular purpose of setting up the Federal Character Commission is to maintain the federal character policy across the country, but unfortunately, the Commission has failed to maintain its internal appointment according to the Federal Character Procedure. Aware that Section 2, Sub 1 A to C of the Federal Character Commission Establishment Act 2004 as amended provides that the Commission shall consist of a chairman who shall be the chief executive of the Commission, B, a representative from each state of the Federation, and C, a representative of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Regrettably, the Federal Character Commission up till now is parading only one commissioner, who now is the acting chairman and functions in place of the 37 commissioners made provision for by the Enabling Act of this National Assembly. Aware that only one commissioner cannot function efficiently and maximally, no matter how brilliant and intelligent he is, and cannot represent the interests of the different states of the country. Need to urge the federal government to appoint more commissioners to the Federal Character Commission to accelerate the determination of objectives setting up the commission. Observe that the Federal Character Commission, due to shortage of hands, cannot effectively see to development at a time, thereby dragging in social, cultural, and adequate representation of the interests of each state of the Federation. There is huge responsibility of handling high volume of representation that one individual cannot make the decision favorably to all the states of the Federation as required. Having a representation will make the equitable inefficient, thereby having a ripple effect on the development system of the country. The reduction in the number of commissioners will certainly slow down the equitable dispensation of development across board. The House resolved to urge the federal government to appoint 37 commissioners into Federal Character Commission. 2, mandate the House Committee on Federal Character to ensure compliance. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I so move. For federal government to appoint 37 commissioners into Federal Character Commission cannot be overemphasized here. This is a commission set up with the sole aim of ensuring effective distribution of government positions, employment to various states in this country, including the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. For some years now, that commission has been running without commissioners. The only one standing at the moment is a commissioner from Zamfara State, and he has been appointed as the acting chairman of that commission, meaning that that commission does not have a commissioner. And worrisome, Mr. Speaker, that particular commissioner is going to bow out of office by April this year. So by the time the commissioner leaves office, it means that that place will be empty without anybody to take decisions that affect the 36 states of this country, including the Federal Capital Territory. So on this note, I want to urge my colleagues that there is need for them to support this motion, and then we ask federal government to take urgent steps to appoint eminent qualified Nigerians to man these positions so that the benefits that are due to the states and the Federal Capital Territory can be shared among them. And I so submit, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.